ॐ ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंशऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओं शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतं वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओं येरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्ववेदान्ताः योगाः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं समस्तब्रह्मविद्या योगविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रुतिमात्रे नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्तगुरूणां देवतानां कृपया योगशास्त्र वेदान्तशास्त्रमाध्यमेन अध्ययनमाध्यमेन साधनद्वारा परमात्मानुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्थापकानां साधकानां विघ्ननिवारणशत्रुनिर्मूलनशक्तिप्रदानद्वारेण विजयप्राप्त्यर्थं पतञ्जलि योगदर्शनशास्त्रस्य व्यासभाष्यसमेत वृत्तिसमेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ गुरूणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। 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 ओम पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। ओम व्यास 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 महर्षये नमः। ओम अथ पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीता योग दर्शन शास्त्रम प्रथम पादः समाधिपादः सूत्राणि 5 sutras please stand। ओम अथ योगानुशासनम। ओम अथ योगानुशासनम। योगः चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः। योगः चित्तवृत्तिनिरोधः। तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं। तदा द्रष्टुः स्वरूपे अवस्थानं। वृत्तिसारूप्यम् इतरत्र। वृत्तिसारूप्यम् इतरत्र। वृत्तयः पञ्चतयः क्लिष्टाः अक्लिष्टाः। वृत्तयः पञ्चतयः क्लिष्टाः अक्लिष्टाः। This Panchama Sutram we are studying. In this, what is it? First Samadhi Pada. That the Vrutthis which we have to do the Nirodha through the Yoga Sadhana are of 5 types basically. But in them also, they are again categorized from their effect standpoint into 2 called as the Klishta and Aklishta. So, what is the definition of klishta is explained. We have understood. What is the definition of aklishta also we have understood. Klishta vrutthis. Vrutthis they are. They are the vrutthis in the chitta. They are called as klishta when they are born out of panchaklesha, caused by panchaklesha. अविद्या के द्वारा उत्पन्न, अस्मिता के कारण, राग द्वेष अभिनिवेश के कारण उत्पन्न वृत्तियों को क्लिष्ट वृत्ति कहते हैं. That's why they are named as klishta. What are their consequence? They are the ones which we karmashaya prachaya they do. Because of karmashaya prachaya, what they lead to? Kshetri bhuta. They become cause for the obtainment of the kshetra. Kshetra idam shariram kaunteya, kshetra vitya vidiyate. So the sharira prapti ka. Once the sharira comes, identifying sharira, going through the sukha dukkha of the sharira, avsara paramatma ko bhuli jate. That's what the klishta vrittis do. Aklishta vrittis, what they do, they are also vrittis, but they help in Viveka Khyati. They are also vrittis. They help in Viveka Khyati of differentiating from Prakriti and Purusha. Secondly, they help in not allowing the gunas to express their adhikara, those corresponding, those thoughts. Aklishta vrittis doesn't allow the gunas to express their thoughts. Matlab, tamo rajo guna want to express their tamasic rajasic vrittis. But the aklishta vrittis of the jnanam which we have will not allow those vrittis to express and powerfully express to force us to act according to them. Is it not? Like I told you, na, krodha karna अच्छी बात नहीं है. This is a knowledge. This is a vritti. Is an aklishta vritti. Whenever the rajoguna comes in me because of some reason, then that krodha thought of the rajoguna tries to come. This aklishta vritti called as jnanam, that krodha karna अच्छी बात नहीं है. It suppresses that the krodha rajoguna's adhikara called as expressing a thought of anger. Again and again, the beauty of the Aklishta Vrittis is what? It will suppress the Guna's expression, it will maintain the Viveka Khyati, and it will be predominant always to take us near the self through Viveka Khyati and not giving chance to the Klishta Vrittis. Okay, this is what. Now the discussion which we started yesterday was a beautiful, wonderful, what do you say, helping thing to us, inspiring thing to us. What was that? Kim klishta pravaha patitaha abhi aklishtaha. Even though in the pravaha of the klishta vrittis fall the aklishta vritti, yet they don't lose their aklishtata. They remain as so. Means what? All the knowledge is gained, wisdoms gained, noble thoughts gained, convictions gained, may be overpowered by the negative klishta but not rejected or destroyed. Clear? This is the point. Conversely, also, the non-positive things won't get rejected or destroyed when we have the positive. What happens is what? Domination hota hai, either of klishta or aklishta vritti. And which dominates what? See how in a boxing or any of the what do you call talwar lekar karte hain, fencing, how this fellow is able to defeat that fellow along with his own strength of attacking and defending the other fellow's strong blows. Where will he succeed? When only when he sees the chitra of the other fellow, weak points. Narayana. So the weak points are aimed at to defeat the other fellow. Everything cricket weak points of the batsman. उसके ऊपर he can't handle the bouncer, तो उसको bouncer कर करा के attempt करा के out करते. Or he cannot do the whole pull shot or hook shot. Or he doesn't know how to do forward and defend. Therefore उसको ऐसे ball डालो कि forward defend नहीं करेगा. Either will become hit wicket or give the short leg में catch देंगे या LBW. Weak points are studied. In the same way, these two vrittis in the chitta of every human being try to dominate their presence by finding the weak points of the other. This is very, very crucial. We have to understand. First thing is what? Chitta has vrittis of 5 types. Second is those vrittis can be klishta as well as aklishta. Third is klishta vrittis are coming from this and do this thing. Aklishta vrittis are there which we gain through these various process of agama, anumana, acharya, upadesha, parishilana. Labdha janmani. In many, many lives, these aklishta vrittis are also gathered. Klishta vrittis come from Panchaklesha. Aklishta vritti come from Agama, Anumana, Acharya Upadesha, Parishilana. Yesterday we exhaustively saw. But which predominates the chitta and makes us act? That is a question. Whichever is predominant, that way we behave outside. And what becomes predominant and the other not is the point called as weakness, weak point कहते हैं उसको. चित्र कहा यहाँ संस्कृत में. What is this? क्लिष्ट छिद्रेषु अपि अक्लिष्टाः भवन्ति. When there is a chidra, the weak point, the loophole in the klishta vritti, that time the aklishta vritti is predominant. Viveka khyati ityadi get predominant. गुण प्रवाह को रोकने वाला वो थॉट प्रिडोमिनेंट होता है. इन शॉर्ट, spiritual thought becomes more expressive. Now the point we have to understand is what is the chitra of the klishta vrittis. छिद्र वृत्ति, क्लिष्ट वृत्ति का छिद्र कहते हैं अभ्यास एंड वैराग्य. Chidra means weakness. Means what? The klishta vrittis can be weakened. Thereby, aklishta vrittis are allowed to predominate, allowed to dominate. Only when we have got this abhyasa done, vairagya gained. Vairagya is toward the objection, all disliking, because they only give temporary sukha and they bind us more. Therefore, that type of thinking is vairagya. And we have all studied what is Vairagya in many texts. Same thing is valid here also. Trushta Anusravika Vishya Trushnasya Vashikara Sangnya Vairagyam. The definition is going to come. So when we have the Vairagya, and then whatever the Yamaniyamadi sadhanas are told, will be Uska Abhyas. So Yamaniyamadi sadhana nama Abhyasaha. So too Vishayanam Prati Vairagyaha. These Abhyasa Vairagya are the chidra for the klishta vritti. Means when one is doing abhyasa and vairagya, the klishta vrittis of raga dvesha adi born, they won't come home. At that time, the chance is for the aklishta vrittis. So therefore, klishta chidreshu aklishtaha bhavanti. So we have to always do the chidra of the klishta, allow the aklishta to manifest. It's a very technical, very practical thing to do sadhana. This is called as sadhana actually. By doing the chidra of the klishta vritti called as vairagya and abhyasa, we should always keep in control the klishta vrittis in our life. Then only already existing beautiful aklishta vrittis of sadhana karne ki ichhaएं, ज्ञान की बातें, विचार के बातें, all that becomes surfacing on the chitta, and those aklishta vrittis help us up to the viveka khyati. Intellectual viveka khyati, and on the contemplation seat also up to viveka khyati level, these aklishta vrittis take us to. So, agama anumana acharya upadesha parishilana labdha janmani abhyasa vairagye klishta chidra chidram antaram tatra patitaha swayam aklishtaha eva yadyapi klishta pravaha patitaha na khalu शालग्रामे किरातशतसंकीर्णे प्रतिवसनपि ब्राह्मणः किरातो भवति. So in this big sentence, the Vrittikara says, Aklishta Vrittis are gained in this manner, though they are in the pravaha of the Klishta Vritti, still they don't get destroyed. But when the Klishta Vrittis Chitra are created, that time these Aklishta Vrittis are predominant. So in that, what is the whole thought? We have to always manage our chitta in such way that the klishta are not expressing, klishta are expressing. क्लिष्ट का छिद्र आप हमेशा प्रैक्टिस करोगे, जिसको अभ्यास वैराग करते हैं, कहते हैं, then क्लिष्ट वृत्तिस are reduced, अक्लिष्ट वृत्तिस of doing sadhana knowingly, all that will happen to us. This is what is the meaning. अब किराता वाला एग्जाम्पल बता दिया. ये किराता के बीच में रहने वाला ब्राह्मण खुद किरात नहीं बनता. वाल्मीकि एग्जाम्पल इज दिस. So too, the aklishta vrittis, because of the things of the klishta surrounded, they never lose their originality. And the logic we gave yesterday, अगर क्लिष्ट वृत्तियां जो डोमिनेंट प्रिडोमिनेंट मोर इन नंबर है, वो अक्लिष्ट को नाश कर देते, तो nobody will have अक्लिष्ट thoughts any time. But every day in our life we see the chitta getting changed in its thought modification. Sometime there is a aklishta vrittis, let us go and do japa, upasana, dhyan karo. Then sometime the klishta vrittis have kama, krodha, raga, dvesha, bhoga. एक के बाद आ रहे. So whenever the aklishtas are predominant, it means at that time क्लिष्ट का छिद्र के कारण suppression हुआ. Conversely also true. When the aklishta vritti has its chidra, that time the klishta vritti is also become predominant. Please remember that. Okay. The equally is the truth from the other side. Hmm. एवम् अक्लिष्टचिद्रेषु अपि क्लिष्टाः क्लिष्टशब्देन गृहीताः इत्यर्थः. क्लिष्ट के छिद्र है अभ्यास वैराग्य. That time the अक्लिष्ट वृत्ति become predominant. अक्लिष्ट वृत्ति also has the chidra. At that time the klishta get predominant. That's what all the time happens to us. Okay. स संस्कारः स्वव्यञ्जकान् व्यञ्जकाञ्जनः तदाकारमेव स्मृतिं जनयति इति एवमादि तदेवं भूतं चित्तं. देन् अधिकारः वृत्तिः फलस्तुल्यत्वे पर्यवसानातु कल्पवादीनां फलतः तुल्यत्वे पर्यवसानम्. Okay, next one I have to see it. Oh. Mm. Mm. Now, up to this point is over. We have to discuss three more thoughts to conclude this particular sutra. The first thought is what? As the Krishtavrutti chidra mein aklishta predominant hote hain, so to aklishta chidra mein klishta predominant. What is the chidra of the aklishta is only one thing, and that is called as our vikshipti. अक्लिष्ट वृत्तियां वीक क्यों होते हैं? विक्षेप के कारण. क्लिष्ट वृत्तियां कैसे वीक होते हैं? अभ्यास वैराग्य के कारण. सो अभ्यास वैराग्य के द्वारा क्लिष्ट वृत्तियों को दबाते हुए हमें अक्लिष्ट वृत्तियों का उत्थान कराते हुए साधना करना. इन द सेम वे द डिस्टर्बेंस एस्पेक्ट ऑफ द माइंड, Vikshepa aspect of the mind is a karana that the aklishta vrittis become weak. That is what today unknowingly in our morning class introduction we spoke at length about. Every day, almost in one or the other class it is coming, we have to chant the mantras every day so that we are reminded of the meaning and the goal. Didn't we see that in our Taittiriya Bhashyam introduction? That is what is said here. The only problem for the aklishta vrittis is vikshepa. What is vikshepa? Not continuously studying Shastra, not continuously the contemplation on the theme of the Shastra is maintained. Then what do we do? Whether it is on the name of duty, on the name of rest, on the name of the time passer, from this we become vikshipta. The moment we become vikshipta, which has become chidra for the klishta vritti is predominant kar dete. विक्षेप for any reason. इसलिए हमें अपने दृष्टि परमात्मा के से निकाला ही नहीं. सावधानी हटी, दैट इज हाउ द दुर्घटना घटी. अक्लिष्ट वृत्तियों के समस्या हमेशा हमें रहना चाहिए. Little of vikshepa happens from it, the other fellows will take. Like the little of the border security force are non-alert to. Vikshep ho gaya, immediately the infiltrations or the cross-border terrorism that happens. So what is the chidra of this Indian border army? Vikshepa. Then they will attack. In the same way, Aklishta Vruddhi ka Vikshepa is the big point. Chidra. Never vikshipta hona. What is the meaning of not becoming vikshipta? Throughout the day in the study of Shastra, in the study of gaining Aklishta Vrittis through study of Shastra and trying to implement them only. तब क्या है? छिद्र नहीं है अक्लिष्ट का, तब क्लिष्ट विल नॉट बी प्रिडोमिनेंट. राग द्वेषादियों से उत्पन्न सांसारिक वृत्तियां आध्यात्मिक वृत्तियों का निरंतर रहने से नहीं उत्पन्न होते हैं. In the Vedantic simple language, it is like that. It is in the Vritti Bhasha it is spoken. In the Bhasha of the Vedanta, always be in the Brahma or Atma Chintana, then Dehadi Upadhi Chintana will automatically be curtailed or arrested. Here also, don't give the chidra of the aklishta that the klishta will predominate. Keep on don't having chidra. Chidra is vikshepa. Without vikshepa be in that. So too, whenever the klishta vritti predominant hai, uska chidra ke liye abhyas vairagya karo, so that they get reduced. In that's how I have to become conscious of my chitta. I must discover that in these two vrittis are there. Each one is expressing because of its predominance. Its predominance is because of the loophole of the other one. Among that, which is required, we must know, and then make that one strong, the other one weaker by seeing that loopholes. We can create the loopholes of the klishta vritti through the abhyasa vairagya. अभ्यास वैराग्य इज क्लिष्ट बुद्धियों का छेद है. छेद मीन्स वीक पॉइंट. वीक पॉइंट मीन्स दे वोंट बिकम प्रिडोमिनेंट टू कमांड अस. So this is what we have to consciously understand according to Veda, according to Yoga Darshanam, and help ourselves in sadhana. Then the next thought is what? Aklishta chidreshu klishta iti odiga. No tatha jatiya kaha samskaraha vrittibhi eva kriyate. देखो, very important. Whichever the vrittis are coming, klishta or aklishta, tatha jatiyakaha samskaraha bhavanti. Those vrittis will not be going away without creating those respective samskara. They inherently have this capacity. Aklishta vrittis will create aklishta samskara. Klishta vrittis create the klishta samskara. Now, in turn, the samskaras force again the chitta to have those type of vrittis. Samskaraihi cha vrittayaha iti. Because of the samskara, that type of vrittis come on the surface of our chitta. Now, evam, in this way, vritti samskara chakram anisham avartate. This is how vritti is creating samskara, samskara creating vritti. Ye chakra nirantar chal raha hai. One more thing is what here? Samskara has given the vritti. Vritti makes us act also. है that action you do it or not, action level पे, outer world level पे, yoga, chitta, samadhi, Patanjali Yoga Darshan doesn't talk much. It talks only on the chitta. That's what we told you already. Therefore, chitta vritti becomes samskara, samskara becomes chitta vritti, the chakra goes on, whether it is klishta or aklishta. That is how a person good entertaining those thoughts becomes samskara. It also goes on becoming so. The klishta wala din ba din bigड़ता जाता है और भी क्लिष्ट बनते हुए, because the natural tendency that the vritti creates samskara, samskara expresses as vritti. हो गया? Now तदेवं भूतं चित्तम अवसित अधिकारम आत्मकल्पेन व्यवतिष्ठते प्रलयं वा गच्छति इति ताः क्लिष्टाश्च अक्लिष्टाश्च पंचधा वृत्तयः. This is not too lengthy but little important one. Today, if I'll not start it, it will take 10-15 minutes. So tomorrow we'll talk on this line. After this, then which are those 5 vrittis will be told to us. Then each of those 5 vrittis are detailedly explained to us. Taking them, we slowly go ahead in our sadhana. क्या कहते हैं उसको? यम नियमादि. The sadhanas also will be introduced to us slowly. Or first abhyas vairagya in this, yama niyama ityadi in the second pada, I think. Today's homework is what? Clearly understanding klishta and aklishta vrittis and their consequences, and clearly understanding their chidra or the lopa or weak points. Practically, therefore, we should take up the sadhana of enhancing aklishta vrittis, reducing aklishta vritti. This is what is our homework. And keep in mind, each of them have the tendency of creating their own jatiya vrittis. Our samskara and vritti, samskara vritti, vritti samskara, a chakra anivasam pravartate. Think about it. You will really enjoy it when you think in this way, because it gives clear understanding as to where I am going wrong and what I have to do as a sadhana. Okay, now the panchavritti, all that tomorrow. Sarvam योग दर्शन आचार्य चरणार इंदार्पण वस्तु. ओम शांति. हरि ओम. इतना काफी आज.